Nice controlled descent. Yep, getting bounced around a little bit. So, coming down low here. Getting bounced around. Just keeping that power in. We're about to take off in Laconia. Going to stay in Laconia, do some takeoff and landings in the pattern, and try out another camera on the second wing, or the left wing. I've got my right wing with my Insta360, and I've got my new GoPro Hero 7 on the left wing, and a couple of cameras on the inside.
Laconia traffic, Skyhawk 97055, we're about 8 miles southeast of the field, and bound for runway 26, Laconia.
And so we're going to stay in the pattern here, just do some laps, kind of refine the landings a little bit. All right, flaps where we want them, mixture's gone rich, carburet heat is off, door closed and latch. Whoop, door is not fully closed and latched. Now it is. That's why we check on our checklist. Transponder set to altitude 1200, landing lights on. We'll put our nav, not put our nav lights on, landing lights are on. We're ready to go. Laconia traffic, Super Cub 816 Whiskey Romeo, departing 26, closed pattern Laconia. Feet on the floor, get the heading there, 26. Engine gauge is in the green, airspeed coming alive, a little bit of a crosswind, but let's not worry about it too much. There we go. Laconia traffic, Super Cub 816 Whiskey Romeo, returning a long final over 26, stop and go Laconia. Engine gauges are in the green. Airspeed is alive. There we go. Flaps up, nose up. Okay, we're doing pretty good here. I think the last two landings have been fairly good. I think the last one might have been a wheeled landing for a few seconds before I got that tail down, but overall not bad. So this is what you got to do to get those landings smoothed out. Practice, practice, practice. Getting blown around a little bit here, but the wind is for the most part straight down the runway. It's kind of variable, but not too bad. As we get down here, we start to transition. If I need to add a little power, and I will, but I'm not going to. Just hold it off, keep it level, keep it level, keep it level, rudder, 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 keep it level. There we go, a little bit of a bounce. We'll get it under control. There we go, nail that tail down. If I wasn't talking, I probably would have done better. Flaps up, nose up. Flaps up, nose up. I don't know how many times I say that to my students. Man, that wind really can toss you around. Bring that power about 1600 RPM. Hold the nose up, let that airspeed bleed off till we get into the white arc. Now I'm going to put our first notch of flaps in. Let the airspeed build up, drop off to about 75. Gonna roll some trim in here. Get that nose down. And then we make our turn. Didn't lose a lot of altitude on that descent from the downwind, but we'll continue to bring it down here in the base. Keep it a nice 75, which was like I'd like to see here on my base turn, 75 miles an hour. Right, bring it around here. A little bit low, so we'll just apply a little power to arrest the descent. Wait for another white light to show up on those pappies. Not that I really plan to land at the 1,000-foot mark, but we will. I'm good. Where I want to bring this down. I want to bring this down right around just after the numbers 2.6. All right, get some power pulled out here now. Get that airspeed off, put in that last notch of flaps. Push that nose down. Try to come in around 65 to 60. There's our 65. Get ourselves lined up. Get that power in. Get ourselves squared up. Now let's bring that power slowly out. Keep that nose off. Keep that nose off. Keep that nose off. Bleed off speed. There's a little bit of a bounce. I'm gonna let it. Keep the rudders pedal. Rudder, 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 rudder. Now pull that nose down. There we go. Just hold that nose with that tail down. Keep those rudders alive. Always working those pedals. Once we get it to manageable speed, we'll put our feet on the brakes. There we go. We'll do another one. One notch of flaps. Flaps where we want them. Trim is where we want. Fixtures in, primers in and locked. Where we want. Laconia traffic, Super Cub 816 Whiskey Romeo, departing 26 close pattern, Laconia. Stick in neutral position. Engine gauges are in the green. Push forward on the stick. Airspeed's coming alive. Bring it right up. Just a little pull back on the stick. Once we're about 100 feet over the ground, we can start the nose going forward a little bit to build up airspeed. Take out one notch flaps. Nose up. And let's keep climbing. Plenty of right rudder here. Alright, gonna make our turn. I'm gonna bring power back a little bit. Getting a little bumpy too. We'll still continue to climb, but we're not gonna climb as hard. There's a crosswind, straighten out. Let's turn our downwind. Alright, we're on our downwind. I'm gonna bring that power back to about 2200. Seems to work best for this aircraft. Go about 100 miles an hour here, at least on my analog airspeed indicator. Alright, we get to the numbers here. We're going to bring power back to about 1600. Pull back on the stick, let that airspeed bleed off to about, well, just into the white arc, and we'll apply our first notch of flaps. There we are. Let's put in the first notch flaps. Flaps down, nose down, a little forward trim. Stay at about 75 again, miles per hour. Another notch of flaps because we are high. Bring that nose down. Bring that power back. And see if we can get ourselves on about the second line after, first line after the 2.6. We're about 65. There we are. Have some extra power or extra airspeed coming here, so I'm gonna start to taper this out here. Hold it up, hold it up, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold, rudder pedal, rudder, whoa. A little bit of float, there we go. And a little bit of bounce. And hold it. Just tap on those pedals. Bring that nose back. That was significant bounce. Had too much airspeed coming in because I was high. The problem, you always want a perfect pattern for a perfect landing, as they say. Alright, let's get this thing slowed down. We'll take another takeoff. Stick neutral. Feet on the rudder pedals. Full power. Engine gauge is in the green. Pushing forward on the stick a little bit. Airspeed coming alive. Keep our feet on those pedals. There we go. We're up. Climbing fast. Alright, got 100 feet above at least. Flaps up. Nose up. Yeah, we're going to extend our downwind this time, so a little bit more of the lake. Make it a little interesting too, coming in for landing, predicting where we need to set up for it. Got over far lake as I'd hoped because I got a traffic that's going to be taking off soon. I want to get in and land and do another takeoff. So we're high, but we're quite a ways out, and we can make this aircraft lose some altitude pretty quick. I could forward slip it in. Not that I was just trying there. I'll wait till a little bit further in before I put those flaps down. Last notch of flaps going in. Now this time we're not going to talk, we're going to just land the plane nicely. Hopefully. There was a bounce. Let's just get that aircraft in the air and we'll do a go around. 1 notch of flaps out. Alright, here we go, take the next notch of flaps out, we'll bring that. So that's what you do when you bounce a landing significantly, and that was significant, and figured instead of trying to save it, let's just do a go around. So let's get our speed ups a little bit set. That wind is squirrely at times. They said variable, and it is. Nice controlled descent. Yep, getting bounced around a little bit. So, coming down low here. Getting bounced around. Just keeping that power in. Trying to level up. I think this is going to be the last landing. It's worth doing one more, I think. Alright. Flaps, we want them. 1 notch of flaps, trim neutral. Both primer, primers in, mixture's rich. Engage to the green, airspeed's coming alive. Oh, that is bumpy now. This is the type of wind that builds character, helps you get some good experience. I mean, it's not really that bad, it's just variable, and it's in midday, and it's just got some heat thermals on the land, and it's a little bit different with the water, so it makes it a little bumpy here at the low levels. Alright, there's almost to be my numbers, but we gotta get that power back. Gonna bring that power right back to 1600. Lead off some of that airspeed. Waiting for us to get in the white arc. We're almost there. There we are. 1 notch flaps. Bring a little forward trim. Alright, got myself a little fast here. Myself slowed down. There we go. I'm going to extend this anyways because I got to taxi a long way as otherwise. There's my 65. Alright, we're going to give it a little bit more airspeed and just fly this down the runway. Alright, let's bring it down. Ooh. And let's pin that tail.